In this video, I'm going to show you a report that I found really useful. This is called the Shopping Budget Depletion Report. And this was actually shared to me by a Google rep. So kudos to that person who shared it with me. I've actually forgotten which account it was, but it's been a while since this was shared with me, and I thought that I would share this report and its utility with the community. So it's actually a very useful little tool. So I'm showing the case of one of the accounts that I handle for my agency, for the agency that I work in. So this is, as you can see, an account, and what it really does is it's going to show you the budget that has been depleted um, for a particular date range. For instance, on a daily basis, you'll quickly see why the daily basis is the most logical one to actually see this report. But you can also see it for longer date ranges. So it actually shows you the budget depletion for two types of campaigns: standard shopping and performance max. So if I look at yesterday, for instance, so as you can see, this is a standard Lucas Studio report. You just have to connect a particular account for which you want to see the data. And if I sort it by spends, you'll see that what has happened so far. And if I just go back to say 3rd of July, and you'll see how much of the campaign budgets for each of these different campaigns has been spent. So, for instance, the budget is $40. You know that it has overshot the budget that you have set, that I have set, and the actual budget depletion is therefore 116.83%. So this straight line here, this line that goes, as you can see, it corresponds to 100%. So you get a very nice visual picture of what is the level of spend that is going on for these campaigns. You can also do this using custom columns within Google Ads dashboard itself. But this is a pretty neat little way as well, where you can visualize the relative spends of the different campaigns. And this can be particularly useful for accounts where there are a large number of standard shopping and performance max campaigns. So this is the day view. You can also see it on an hour by hour basis, and you have to choose a particular campaign, and you'll be able to see the depletion report for a particular date, and you will see it for different hours. So you know that okay, at what hour of the day, how much of a campaign is spending. So you'll be able to pace your campaigns. You'll be able to uh, understand at what rate during a day, at different hours of the day, the campaign is going to spend. So this particular campaign, as you can see, on the 3rd of July, only spent 36% of the budget allocated to it. And you know the cost or the spend distribution um, at different hours of the day. So that's a pretty useful little visualization. Of course, you see it one campaign at a time, and it's definitely pretty useful. So again, you can obviously choose the accounts that you want to see it for. So the day view, the hour view, and then you also have the weekly view. And this gives you, the week. So from the 29th to the 2nd, as you can see, that's the date range. And you see the day, the depleted budget, and the ROAS as well. So that is essentially how these campaigns have performed during these specific days. So this is the budget for this particular campaign, and you read it as what's the percentage of budget that was depleted, and what was the ROAS on that particular day. So as you can see that it did not yield any revenue at all. So this is also a good way to understand what campaign is actually spending the entire budget that's been allocated to it, or what is also overspending, what is underspending, and which of these are actually also giving returns, right? So some campaigns may be spending all the money, but they may not be giving returns. But some others may not be able to spend the money, perhaps because you've given a tight CPA or TROS constraint, but they might actually have more potential because you might be able to see from here the ROAS that that campaign is actually delivering. You can also set up email alerts, as you can see here in the next section. You can create automated alerts as well. So that's of course something that you can do by creating an automated alert. So That's not just unique to this particular report. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's a pretty unique tool. I would say a very neat little tool, if not unique, and it's something that you can definitely use for your accounts. Do let me know in the comments if you think this tool is useful. Budget pacing is something that all of us require. From time to time, we have to keep a track on whether our campaigns are spending enough or whether they're overspending, and I think this can be pretty handy. I'll leave the link to this particular tool in the description of the video, so do check that out. Thank you. And by the way, if you like the video, do like, share, and subscribe.